Illithid Brain Juice. Illithid, otherwise known as the Mind Flayer. Little classic monster created from Dungeons & Dragons with, I guess, origins with the Cthulhu and all that. I don't really know. I don't care. It just looks very freaking creepy with its suction mouth. I guess it has teeth in there. I guess. But yeah, let's see what someone's brain tastes like. Oh. My hands can't open this. I got to use my shirt. There we go. Well, that's grape. That's totally grape. And that's good grape, too. So yeah, I never really experienced much with the Illithid in Dungeons & Dragons. There's only been one time that I've met an Illithid, or Mind Flayer, whatever you want to call it now. Mind Flayer, that's what I'm going to do. Mind Flayer Sorcerer is what I was. Probably straight from the monster manual. Pretty much stats laid out right there. We were on a quest to discover who knew where a certain book was, so that, you know, we could either find it, destroy it, get some information, what have you. Yeah, we've pretty much already killed 2 other people that could have known about it. Or maybe it was just one other person. I don't know. We had to go through a city. We had to go into an underground, try to fight off some frog people like Koatoa. Koatoa, we were trying to attack the city. We had to go through them. Had to get through some trolls. Had to go through a really ridiculous puzzle there, where they expected my sword to be the locksmith to the door, rather than having the key be inside the area. Yeah, I never thought they'd actually expect me to do that. Granted, you'd expect someone to always use their weapons if it's an adamantium sword. It wasn't my adamantium sword for me, but it was a excuse me, soda. It was a substairs sword, which is much better than adamantium. It's like the uber adamantium. We can like cut through that like butter. It's sort of a like, you know, this way, that way, expecting the key to be in the area, or like expecting the PCs to use the tools they're going to use anyway, so they can just bypass finding keys in general. It could just bust down the door with, you know, adamantium warhammer. But that's what I'd do. Cut right in there, got through, found the Mind Flayer and all that. I'm not a fan of this grape, but it's pretty good all the same. I'm more a fan of Squirt, Crush, but, you know, I think I can grow to love this. There was the Illithid. I had some stake into killing this guy, because apparently my substairs store was used by Githyanki of the past, who was known as Gith, you know, the hero of the Githyanki, or the Githzerai. Wait, it was before they came to Githyanki and Githzerai, because they were one race before, and he killed the Mind Flayers with his sword, which was really awesome. But apparently it sucked now. It had no magical properties, and I had to enchant it myself. But the idea was that Gith's spirit told me, "Do this for me, and I shall unlock you. I'll give you my boon. My sword." You know, and that's this is the only Mind Flayer that we met in the entire campaign. The entire campaign. There was not one other single Mind Flayer shown since I left the game, but wow. So it was good news that I met that guy. Tasty. So we got in there, kicked his real quick, doing a lot of real random like dispelling the domination of the one guy there, animating some tables over here, throwing some at him going invisible, throwing spells. He mind blasted me. And that's a nice little ability of the Mind Flayers. They can just boom with some like psionic energy and just stun you for a long time. I did not participate in that fight at all, and I thought because that happened, I was like in terms of excuse me. I thought I was in terms of unlocking the sword, you know. But, you know, I still went in there, like, you know, a little bashful-like. The body was down there. My sword was right here. Just stabbed him. And apparently I became all possessed and all like, because either he wasn't all dead, or because it's Illithid flesh, and that's what he wanted, and that's what the sword wanted, the possessed sword. He wanted to kill or taste the blood of an Illithid at least one more time before passing. Because that's the issue with ghosts. They keep living until they have a certain goal pass for them and all that. And I just thought it was kind of weird. I was expecting, like, you know, I had to fight something and all that. And I explained that very, very badly. The DM got mad at me. Everyone else got mad at me. And I just sat there like, really? Really? All I had to do was find some old or somewhat fresh, Illithid flesh, and that would be it? You know, that would unlock it? That would make him happy? No fighting with it? Then again, it might have been the DM just having to cope with what went down. The dice went where they lay, and he probably intended for the fight to happen, so there'd be a shining moment for the sword and all that. But in the end, stunned, entire fight in the entryway. Yeah. Whatever the outcome, the sword got unlocked. It was very powerful and all that. And the Illithid, the only Illithid in the entire campaign, as far as I know, because I left that game early, was gone. And that's a bonus, I guess. Happy, because I would have hated to have that thing, take over the city, get a bunch of other go down. Bad enough for the toes to be there, but an Illithid? Well, at least this has no fat. Ooh, read this. To a Mind Flayer, nothing tastes sweeter than the yummy brain juice. Now you can feed your own inner elder brain. Tentacles not required. Effect, you are stunned. Save ends. After effect, you feel smarter for 1d10 minutes. Oh, that's cute. No, I don't feel smarter, don't feel stunned. Just, whatever. Elder brain. Those things are What was that? What are those things? I only read a bit of them in the Lords of Madness book. And, what was it? Like an amalgam of old other Mind Flayers that over time get more powerful because dead Illithids get fed into it, thinking that they're gonna become part of it when they're really just gonna be devoured and make it stronger rather than become one with it. Yeah, up things those things are godlike and powerful, what I recall. Oh, a little bit left, but I hate drinking soda so fast. Blah. Well, that's the last of it. Good stuff. Very good stuff. I don't know if I'd get it again, but, just for the sake of, being one of the cool crowd, getting Illithid Brain Juice D&D flavored soda. Maybe. Then again, I don't really have the money for things like that, but, nothing on with a little splurge now and then. A resort area will be part of your next holiday plans. That's cool. I really doubt it, but, yeah.